today we are going to talk about the Absima RC 116 car, and in particular today we'll be looking at the RC Racer from Absima. We'll be looking at unboxing this bad boy and then going through a description once we've unboxed it. So here we go, enjoy the video. Okay everybody, welcome back. So a little bit of background for you on this one. So just the other day I got the Absima RC Racer car for my birthday. But how did it all start? Well, it was my little boy who Christmas wanted a RC car. And it all started off with maybe a little red Lamborghini from your typical toy store. But thought, well, 15 quid RC car, they don't last long and you can only race them around the house. And this little one here, he wanted something you could take out on the beach into the woods. So after a bit of research and a good looking around on YouTube itself, we found RC car, which is very great value for money. And that was the Absima Thunder 4x4 1/18 version. Excellent car indeed. We did look at the more expensive versions that we can get, you know, than the Japanese ones. Won't mention any names there, but you're talking over £100 and probably wasn't quite the right one, certainly for an entry model. So with this one, the Thunder from Absima, around about £50 to £60. Great value for money, 4x4, great shocks, great body, good ground clearance. We've done runs with it on the beach, through the sand, through stones, through the woods, through leaves. I've got another video on YouTube, have a look at it, give you an idea. So because my wife saw me playing that quite a lot with Oliver there, she thought, get me one for my birthday. So just the other day I did get the Absima, it's the Racer version. Let me just turn this around here. So it's this one just here. Again, it's a 4x4, it's for off-road. Great ground clearance. So what we're going to do, we're going to unbox this and let's have a look and see what we got. Okay, here we go. So let's have a look at the Absima RC car. So the one today we're actually looking at, which is in this box, is the Racer version. So there's two. There's the 1603, which is the orange, and there's the 1604, which has got the green shell. Also in here it shows you what is included. So you do get your ready control there, and also just shows you some brief instructions on how to use the controller. So let's have a look, let's get this open and see what we got. Okay, so there we go. So there's the car there, the Racer. And also in the box, as you can see, we have the controller. So let's just get this out here. Controller's there, and the instruction book. Okay, brilliant. Right, first of all, let's have a look at the controller, shall we? So let's get this open here. There we go. Now, interestingly, this box, this is the actual charger for the main battery inside the car. So let's just keep that aside there. Okay, so the controller then. Okay, so takes AA batteries in there. So it takes 3, as you can see. It's the same as the Thunder we've got. Here's your steering wheel. Okay, so a nice soft foam feel to it, so it's got plenty of good grip. And as you can see on the top there, you can trim the throttle and the steering to get more accurate driving there, and the on-off button as well. Okay, so good grip. I've got quite small hands to be fair, but I'll get a good grip on that. There's your throttle just there. So good controller, said pretty much the same as the Thunder version. The only difference on the Thunder remote is it's only got a steering trim which is actually on the side. It doesn't have this bit on the top, and the on-off button for the controller on the Thunder is actually a switch which sits on the side there. Okay, so shall we move over to the car? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we do need to cut this open here. Okay. Let's just pop this out of the box. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, the shell, or the body shell, is held on by 4 pins. Good ground clearance, as you can see there. There's the front there. You can see the shocks at the front. Nice looking red sporty shocks there. The on-off button there. Now this is slightly different to the Absima Thunder. With the Thunder, the on-off switch is actually a slide switch just there. Okay, so that's the difference between the Thunder and the Racer with the on-off switch. Slider on there, push button on there. The reason for the difference, don't know. I'm having a little guess that it may be because sometimes with the slide switch you can get dirt or grit sort of inside it and needs cleaning out. Okay, so on-off switch just there. Okay, so looking at the interior of the car, you've got 4 pins in the car to hold the body shell on, so just gently just pull them out. Be careful where you put these, because if you're not careful you could actually lose these. I did actually get a spare one in the packet with the charger, so hopefully that everyone gets that. But definitely keep your eye on them when you are taking them out, put them somewhere safely. It's fair, if you did lose these, you can probably easily pick these up from a DIY store. Okay, here we go, so that just pops off there. So as you can see, the shell, it's a fantastic shell. It's actually slightly see-through, which gives it a very cool look, because you can actually just see slightly inside the body as well, which is quite cool. Shell, good construction, nice, good, robust plastic, so it's got plenty of give in it. So when it does roll or hit things, it does stay intact very well. Okay, so here's the interior. I'm no RC expert, so I'm not going to go through all the parts, but as you can clearly see, you've got the shocks at the front and the shocks at the rear, and at the front there. So you can see actually there's quite a good bit of give in there for when it goes off-road. Okay, excellent stuff. Spoiler there as well. So the battery itself is encased just inside there, and it's protected by this little section here. Very simple to remove. There's a little lever just here, so you just twist that lever towards you, and then this will just pop off, nice and easy. And there's your battery, which we'll just take out. So there we go. Okay, so the battery itself, to charge it using the white plug, goes into this charger, which is just here. There's only one way it goes in, because you see the little forks bit there that will sit in there like that, and then you can plug that into your laptop and it will charge, or you can plug it into a USB plug that goes into your wall socket. What I would say, if you do it into the wall socket, do keep your eye on these batteries, because they can get warm very quickly when charging off a wall socket. Personally, I prefer to charge mine plugged into the laptop, but just do keep your eye on it just in case. Okay, and it does have light indicators on the charge to show you that it's charging and fully charged. Okay, so we'll just pop back end of it. Perfect. Okay, so this sits in here quite snugly, so do bear me a second, make sure I get this just right. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so that will go in there, and then when it is charged and you want to plug in, this will plug in to this black connector here, like so. You plug that in and there it is, ready to go. Tuck that in there like that. Okay, and then this then goes back in here, so make sure that that goes into that hole just there. There we go. And once that's in, nice and secure, twist that round, it locks it into place nice and secure. So that is the car ready to go. Obviously it's not charged at the moment, but that's basically the use of the battery there. Also does have a little LED wire there that connects to these, so you have got some nice little LED lights at the front if you're going to take it for a drive during dusk, a little bit of darkness, or it just looks cool when just driving it during the daytime as well. Let's just have a look at the difference with the Thunder and the Racer. Okay, so you see Thunder's slightly different interior. It's more covering on it. The actual, to get to the battery, you unscrew the bottom there and pop the battery out. The charging is exactly the same. Again, you've got the good shocks there. Everything's well enclosed. So this has been on the beach, it's been in the woods, it's gone through sand, mud and all sorts of stuff, and it's very well protected. All I do is once I get home, use a paper towel just to dry it off, clean it off, and then once it's dry, actually use a little paintbrush, just a nice soft paintbrush, and brush it out. It gets rid of a lot of the old dust and stuff as well. So I'll be doing the same with this one as well, of course, because these last for as long as you take care of them, really. If you just thrash it about madly, don't bother looking after it or clean it, it ain't going to last as long. I do know from watching several videos on YouTube as well, some more experts in the RC market, that you can buy spare parts or upgrade parts to swap over with these, so it actually gives them better long life, more stability. So yeah, again, if you want to look at that, there are plenty of things on YouTube in regards to that. I'm no expert at RC cars by any means, so I'm not going to sort of end up talking gobbledygook. So with the shell, like I said, very robust shell, got good flex in it, so it will take quite a bit of pounding actually. So to pop that back on, obviously we just line up the little bits there, pop that in, and then we can get our pins back, and then they just literally just pop into the little holes there. So of course you've also got the manual with your Absima RC car. So this manual covers a variety of their models, so they're quite generic in the sense of their controls and their interiors. Comes in various languages as well, which is quite useful. Now the Absima Racer itself, actually, if you look on YouTube for this, it's not always known as the Absima Racer. It also comes under different manufacturer names. So Racer is its type, but you may hear it under different names. I can't remember them all, but particularly within Europe it's known as the Absima. So as you can see, the instructions are great, nice and clear, good pictorials to go with it. Shows you removing the battery from the car to charge it and how to put the battery back in. Talks about charging the battery and the cautions, how to use the transmitter control, how to set the trim for the steering and the throttle as well, and other information about the use of the car, and some warnings, of course. Troubleshooting, always good. And also, which is great in this, as I mentioned earlier about, you can get spare parts for these cars to upgrade them or replace any parts. This is a whole sort of parts list for all the pieces that you can get on order. It's got all the part numbers and everything, which is fantastic, so that's really, really useful. So we talked about the transmitter earlier. So with this, the throttle, if you pull it back, that is basically makes it go forward. They're very responsive. The more you pull, the faster it will go. So it has got an accelerative throttle on there, which is brilliant. And then pushing it forward actually is reverse. Or if you are going forward and then you push it forward, it will give it a brake. Steering wise, as I said, comfortable foam based wheel there, so it's got good grip on it. It's very easy to control, and again it's quite responsive. Depending on how much you turn the wheel will depend on the wheel turning, so it is reactive, which is fantastic. Okay, so there it is. As we said, as you can see, a very smart looking vehicle, RC car. So say it's got good size wheels, great ground clearance. So anything like the Thunder, it's going to be very robust. It's going to be able to handle quite a lot of stuff. There is good squash in the tyres as well to take a lot of impact and protect actually the wheels themselves. Because you want these too hard, otherwise it can cause damage here. So when these hit some good sized stones or rocks, it takes a lot of impact, which is fantastic. Because the body as well is constructed, it's quite soft, but yet it's got quite a lot of give. If this sort of does a nice little rollover or hits anything, it stays very much intact, so that's fantastic itself. Nice little spoiler there at the back as well, give that and stuff. So looking forward to getting this out there, giving it a good drive, testing it along the beach, testing it in the woods. Again, we will do a video with this, also do another video with the Thunder as well, and have them going together and just compare. So yeah, excellent stuff. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for watching this video with the unboxing of the Absima Racer here. We do hope you've enjoyed it and you found it a little bit of use. So until next time.
See you in the next video.
Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.